Ladies and gentlemen, please give a warm welcome to Mr. Sherman Gillums, Jr.
Wow, what a week. Am I the only one that can exhale now that we've gotten a pretty exciting week done? Well, let's see here. We kicked off this amazing week with last year's Spirit of the Games winner, Jeff DeLeon, tossing out the first pitch at the Cincinnati Reds game. And, okay, yeah, he one-hopped it like a frog jumped out of his hand and bounced over the base. But we're proud of Jeff for representing paralyzed veterans in that high profile. I told you I was going to get you, Jeff. Don't one-hop it, or I'm going to get you. Then we were treated to a wonderful welcome by the Emerald Society of Cincinnati Pipers and Drums. We thank these brave firefighters and police officers for putting their lives on the line for us, and we can't thank them enough. Please give them a round of applause. And just when you thought it couldn't get any better, we had the likes of Tom Cruise. Who else? Casey Affleck, Jack Black. We can get it competitive tonight. All right? And you all sure did. Did you all see Mason Simmons go into beast mode during the quad rugby finals? Where's Mason? You know that big scar he's got on his face? You don't mess with guys like that. You just let them have their way. We also thank Imagine Dragons, Mike Strahan, Mark Cuban, and President George W. Bush, and many others for welcoming you to this games. Not to mention the great NBA legend, Oscar Robertson, who was on deck earlier to see you. He came to see you, the real celebrities, this week. And it was with their help, and because of how much they love and respect you, athletes, our message went global, reaching 46.3 million viewers in traditional medias in 5 continents. That's right. And our hashtag, NVWG, 14.5 million social media impressions. But wait, there's more. We also trended on Twitter at not 20, not 15, not 10, not 5. It's like LeBron James, don't it? With the, we're in Ohio, right? Number 1 in the nation this week. We trended on Twitter at number 1. Now, if you have no idea what trending on Twitter means, you better ask somebody, because take my word for it. It's something special, and you should be proud of that accomplishment. Now, we hear about the Invictus Games and the Warrior Games, and they've got ESPN. I'm not hating on them. They're great. All right, where's Sua? You got your Invictus Games T-shirt and all that stuff. But we made number 1 on Twitter. And this is our National Veterans Wheelchair Games, and we've arrived. Be proud of yourself for that. Now, we did it because the Department of Veterans Affairs has committed professionals who represent the best in public service. And I want to thank you, all the staff from the Department of Veterans Affairs. We did it because we have sponsors and corporations who know a good investment when they see it. And they invested in our mission with their money, muscle, and motivation. And so I want to thank you. And I want to throw a special thanks to UPS for loaning us a senior vice president for the next year to help us implement our 5-year strategy. Thank you, UPS. Thank you. Now, the community of support we have here at the Games is vast, so I have a few more thank yous to hand out. We trended on Twitter because families and caregivers made their own sacrifices to get us here and ensure we were up for the fight all week. And I want to thank you, caregivers and families, for what you did for your veterans. You can't forget the service dogs as well. So if you've got a service dog, you thank your service dog as well on our behalf. That's right. We did it because we have medical staff, coaches, and a record number of volunteers in brown, orange, blue, gray, the eye-popping DeGasperis family neon green, in the white shirts who cheered us on, kept us hydrated, and picked us up when we went down, and I want to thank you all for that. Thank you. We did it because Paralyzed Veterans of America is driven by solid elected leadership. You're all sitting at these tables in front of me. And I thank each and every one of my staff for being true professionals and making our organization a true champion in veteran advocacy. Thank you on behalf of the athletes. And they did it all for you, the athletes. Now, I have to say this. That does include those of you who don't have a spinal cord condition. Where's Ronnie Carolus? Is he here? Ronnie Careless? Those of you with amputations and mobility impairment having nothing to do with the spinal cord, I know you're out there competing, and you're just as much a part of the family, right? We're not forgetting the amputees and all the others who help us make this game a success. Now, when I think about all of you, I can't help but to remember those who will never make it here. The 20 to 22 a day. Veteran suicide statistic is not an abstraction for me. Earlier this year, a career Marine gunnery sergeant, his name is Randall, I won't tell you his last name, he broke his neck in a motorcycle crash and decided life wasn't worth living as a quadriplegic just months after his injury. Now here's the irony about this quadriplegic veteran who found a way to hang himself. It makes you wonder if this Marine had enough determination to overcome his physical limits to end his life that way. What could he have done here at the Games, on a slalom course, or in the quad rugby arena? And unfortunately, we'll never know in Randall's case. That's why we need to hashtag and we need to trend Twitter to get celebrities involved and to tell the stories that happen here. Losing even one is too much. And for me, that's the driving force. I don't want to lose any one of you or any one of my fellow paralyzed veterans or severely wounded sister or brothers to homelessness, isolation, preventable illness, or veteran suicide. It's more than just about raising awareness. It's about raising expectations for ourselves and taking care of our own. Now, with that in mind, you're all here for a purpose, each and every one of you. And if nothing else, just to live your life in a way that shows another who may be suffering that what hurts you can also strengthen your resolve. Show someone who's contemplating suicide, fighting cancer, multiple sclerosis, or terminal disease, or living with the consequences of military sexual trauma, survivor's guilt after combat, post-traumatic stress, or depression. Show them that the world breaks everyone, and afterward many, like you, are stronger in those broken places. The average human lifespan is about 71 years. That's 622,000 hours, 37.3 million minutes, 22.4 billion seconds. And whether most of that we spent before you became disabled or after, you don't have a single second to spare. Live your life like every day could be your last, because one day it will be. And the remaining question will be, did I make a difference? And so when you go home after this amazing week, examine your purpose. If you're satisfied, continue, and do so with excellence. But if you're still searching for your purpose, find a way to make a real difference. Get involved with your local community by volunteering, running for an elected position, PVA chapter, city council, advisory commission on disability. Hold your government officials accountable with phone calls, petitions, attending town hall meetings, face-to-face visits at their offices, but be heard on behalf of veterans and persons with disabilities. And if your state or county doesn't have tax exemptions for disabled veterans, make it happen. If they do, push for state education benefits, or a veterans treatment court, or a veterans memorial, or curb cuts, automatic doors, accessible bathrooms. Just do something. Your local community needs you. They need you engaged as leaders, not just on Veterans Day and Memorial Day, but every day of the year. Start a business, like paralyzed veteran Noah Courier did. And now you see his Oscar Mike apparel in sporting goods stores, VA canteens, and even being sold here at the Games. He realized his vision against great odds. or start a legacy like Tom Brown did 37 years ago when he helped pioneer these National Veterans Wheelchair Games as we know it. If Tom taught us nothing else, he taught us you have to want to succeed as badly as you want to breathe. And his work compels us to ask this question: what can I do to make my 22.4 billion seconds on this earth count for something meaningful? What can I do? And as we ponder that question, I asked Tom and his wife Sue and son Matt to come up and join me in front of the stage. Please do. Now, Tom's giving me that look. There's two things I know about Tom. Tom doesn't suffer fools well, and he avoids taking credit. So I won't make him say anything if he doesn't want to. I also want to have VA's Dave Tossenroot, our PVA president, Dave Zerflew, and Associate Director Ernie Butler to join him so that we can recognize Tom with a token of our appreciation for his tremendous vision, example, and hard work that made all of this possible.